Okay, so I've got my team is around here somewhere. We need to talk to Nell. All right, Nell. What do you got for me?
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest tossball games.
No.
So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial Age Mammoths.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, they're all pretty great. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna go right ahead. Ah, you know what? Let's find out what happens if I do. I play for Auntie Cleo's Darlings. Don't you recognize me?
I'd heard they'd gotten a new hacker. Is that why everyone's making such a fuss about you? But what are you doing on Monarch?
This is part of a goodwill tour of Halcyon. We'll be meeting our fans across the colony.
Maybe we're not so isolated as I thought. So, what can I do for you?
I found this betting chip in a dead man's apartment. Any idea what might have happened to him?
Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth.
Yeah. I'm listening.
Right. So the thing with Isaac is he didn't know where to stop. He'd get stuck on something, and he just couldn't let it go. Sometimes he'd drink purpleberry punch by the liter. Other times he'd keep betting on a losing team. Started owing the wrong people money.
Oh. So who did he owe?
I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossball games.
I
They
see.
usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them.
All right, thanks for the tip.
Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
Okay, so that's that. Now, I need to check one more thing. Journal. Radio free. Search for clues. And, Family Matter. Amber Heights. Grim Tomorrow. Okay, yeah. So she works for Sanjar in the building. So let's go finish the stainless steel rat, which is this way.
Smells like rat in here.
Well, it could smell worse.
I bought some muffins about
All right. I will probably be doing this with my gun out, but let's get there first.
Wrap mask and painted eyes, right here.
Okay, I can't. Can I get there this way? Yeah, I can. All right, buddies. Now, let's see. Nope, it's past that. This is... And I still don't have any ammo for this damn thing. All right, let's go on in. All right, boys. I'm not gonna...
Who the fuck are you? This
Who-
ain't your alley.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing here? This is our secret alley. Berta already pissed by those crates to market.
Okay, that's gross. I know you murdered Isaac.
Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof.
You just
And
admitted
not that
it.
it's any of your business.
Okay. Wrong answer. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna huff a little bit. Yep. Ooh, that's an agonizing way to die, by the way. Thug had nothing. Berta, she's the one who pissed by the alley. She had nothing. The boss, he had nothing. Wow, you guys are some thugs. You're empty-handed. Alright, well, I'm gonna take everything. I hope I don't get Berta P on me. But take your heavy ammo. Take your energy. Take all of that. Alright? Yeah. Yeah. So, I don't know if this is... So, Stainless Steel Rat, tell Sanjar about the murder. So, we're gonna go talk to Sanjar. Alright? We'll put our gun away, and we're gonna go talk to Sanjar. He's in here, huh? Alright, let's do it. Wow, you're right in the bottom here. Okay, let's do it.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir.
Alright, you're the dude. Let's talk.
Well, new business turns up at last.
Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
Okay, gross.
You've often posed these very questions.
That's
Clear
gross.
my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
Do I? Okay. That's very generous of you.
Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
Noted.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who sent you?
Rizzo's, perhaps? Or Auntie Cleo herself?
Okay, I'm just looking for... I'm looking for the information broker. No. I'm charting my own path, going where the wind takes me.
What a charming notion. One doesn't meet many free spirits in Halcyon. Not outside Tartarus prison, anyway.
Those aren't free.
Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Only, I take it this means you aren't here for Saltuna.
No, of course not. Afraid not.
Oh, a shame. I'd been saving a bottle of iceberg-aged whiskey for an occasion like this.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing quite all right?
Oh, don't worry on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of professional erotic and athletic disappointments.
Wow. Okay, that was...
I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but
It seems we're back to the drawing board.
Okay. What exactly were you hoping to accomplish?
Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now.
So-called is right. We've got our hazards, but we're still here, damn it. The board took off without so much as a thought for the folks left behind.
I don't... Dang it, Captain, that's not right. Folks on Monarch shouldn't have to suffer just because the board says so.
Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
Okay, and you're tired of scrounging and scraping by, is that it?
Yes, freedom is a tempting ideal, but a rather costly paramour.
Okay, so what do you mean to do about it?
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
A lot of good that'll do. They'll just find another reason to turn tail and abandon you.
Not if we secure the proper safeguards first.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
And do what? This lady knows what's going on.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
Okay, fine, but how did you mean to do that?
With a Bolt 52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Okay, sounds useful. What is it?
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
Okay, where do I find it?
In the old arms building southwest of town.
Okay.
Which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. These days it's overrun with marauders and raptidons.
Not for long. Okay. Then I guess I'll go get your Bolt 52.
Do be careful. I've lost more than a few people to marauders and raptidons out there. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Perhaps. Before I go, I need to ask you something.
What can I do for you?
Okay, Isaac Rose is dead. I found the people who killed him.
But that's terrible. What happened?
I've taken care of it. The killers are dead.
But that means we won't be able to log their testimonies. If there's one thing I've been hoping to re-establish in Stellar Bay, it's proper documentation for legal matters.
Okay. Maybe I could have taken the statements if they hadn't been ready to kill me.
Always a shame when tempers get the better of good sense.
That's what I'm saying.
Still, your intervention in the matter is much appreciated. Please consider this payment for your services.
Absolutely. Okay. Oh, I met Grim, your landing pad guard.
I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff?
He did a bang-up job.
Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you?
Okay, what else can you do for me? I've gotta go. Alright, now, you.
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon.
Really?
What can I do for you today?
Grim asked me to check with you about his tossball poster.
You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse.
Got it.
But I'll warn you, Grim wore her patience thin a long time ago.
Alright, okay. Earlier I heard you were having money trouble. What's going on with that?
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your wages again? Not that I got any prior experience with such.
Of course not.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid.
And why is that? Do you normally blow your money on Raptidon parts?
Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really.
And why are you buying so much from Sebastian?
So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else.
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
It's a crush, not a
Sort of
squish.
strong, silent type.
Right.
Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff. And some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
Yeah, I heard. Okay, maybe I can talk to him for you.
Would you? I'd appreciate that so much. Maybe don't tell him I wanted you to ask. Just that you met this really nice lady named Celia, and she seemed... Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work.
Okay. I'm out. Don't really care what you see in Sebastian. Anywho, now, first of all, let's see what the skill point is all about, and this level up. Okay, so, I just missed out on some dialogue options, so, I need to boost my persuade. Alright, so, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put persuade all the way up. Didn't I put... No, I leveled that all the way up. I'm going to put Persuade up to 60 in one go. Alright. And let's apply that. Alright. And let's go to the journal. Get the arms building, that's okay. hasn't heard from the agent in Stiller Bay recently. Not yet. Grim tomorrow. Let's do that. Because I believe that's nearby. So, we're going to the warehouse. If this is the way to the warehouse. It may not be. Worker. Okay, yeah. I'm going on then. I'm not going to worry about you. Alright. So, this is Velma.
Hey, Velma, I got your caffeinoid pills.
You're a lifesaver. Hope Abigail didn't give you a hard time.
Just the usual. Any word on Braxton?
Nothing. Don't know how much longer I can cover for him either. Give me those pills, will you?
Here you go. You know, you might consider a real night's sleep instead.
Alright, Vel.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry.
Not why I'm here. Take it easy. Just looking around.
Well, if you're that friendly about it, then you definitely aren't one of Catherine's sublight toughs. My mistake.
Got it.
I hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately.
Yep.
First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing.
Okay. Your chief what?
Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess.
Okay. He'll come back eventually. If you say so.
Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments. Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra jugs he's been taking from supply. Something else on your mind?
Yep. I'm here to check about Grimm's poster.
This again? I swear, this is the last time I contract for any special requests. You can tell Grimm his poster came in. You can also tell him I got a better offer for it. So now it's going to Nell. That about cover it?
Okay. Who's Nell?
She runs the betting parlor across the way. Nice professional lady. She asked me about the poster once. Just once. Made a real generous offer, too.
Okay. So... it's about the money.
Damn right it is.
Okay. You still have the poster?
It's staying locked up in my office until Nell shows with her money.
Okay. Didn't Grimm pay for the poster?
No. I paid Sublight for it. So, it's mine. And when Nell pays me for it, it'll be hers. Grimm may have asked for the poster, but it's not his until I take his money.
Okay. Let's talk about something else.
Fine by me.
Alright, so... you said Braxton was stealing drugs?
Stealing's such a nasty word. Let's call it skimming.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, let's just say I've noticed the sterile biotics we use for the fish would get used a little faster on Braxton's shifts.
Okay. Why didn't you turn him in?
We're not like those corporate towns where you get fined for sleeping on the wrong side of the bed. Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. And Braxton knows how to get the salt tuna, fat and mostly tumor-free.
Okay. What's this about your foreman?
Caleb Herrick runs the autoloader operators. He thinks I don't pay them enough for flipping switches and turning dials.
So the job's easy, but you're not doing it? Something smells here. I mean, everything smells in here, but something's fishy. Wait.
He and his whole crew walked out. Say they won't come back unless I pay them more.
Okay. I'll talk to him.
You mind slapping him around a little while you're at it? I'm joking. Mostly. Unless you can do it without hurting his job performance. If you can find a way to get him back to work, I'll make it worth your while. Check the yacht club. He's usually there.
Uh-huh. And who is Catherine anyway?
Sublight boss out of Fallbrook. Handles most goods that come in or out of Stellar Bay. Has a mouth like a ground six spacer.
Okay. I will talk to you later. Okie dokie. So, now, I've got a few things going on here. Not sure what I'm gonna do next. Let's stick to, let's see which quest is activated. Right now, yeah, the toss ball poster. Alright. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go have a little...
I hear those rich people in Byzantium pay a handsome bit for Rap Musk.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, I could just steal a poster. But let's talk. Let's see what the conversation can get me. Okay, I'm gonna talk to, Nell again. Without the gun, please. Please? No gun? Thank you. Nell?
If it isn't the famous hacker enjoying Stellar Bay,
Sure.
what can I do for you?
Okay. So Vilma tells me you outbid Grimm for a signed tossball poster?
Signed by the Black Hole himself. There's no way I could pass that up. Why, did you want to see it? I don't have it yet. I'm waiting on a few customers to pay up before I can give Velma the bits.
Okay. I think it's really brave of you to outbid Sanjar's best friend.
You mean dopey landing pad Grimm? I didn't know he and Mr. Nandi were friends. I guess that changes things. Fine. Tell Velma that I don't want the poster anymore. I'll find something else to hang in my shop.
Awesome. You said you were having trouble receiving the tossball game transmissions?
Graham's always filling the airwaves with his propaganda. Like it's done him any good. All it means is the tossball games get to us in fragments. Makes them real hard to watch.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's all for now. So I'm going to go talk to Velma. Running back and forth isn't the best use of my time, however, if I can get justice done. I want to, this guy's got very little going on in his life. If a tossball poster is going to make him happy, let's try and make him happy.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
Awesome.
Who spat in your spirits, Velma?
You notice my mood? I'm surprised you can see straight today.
Wow.
I could be seeing triple and I'd still think you're being unkind. I just might find it funnier.
You try wrangling half a ton of dead fish with decades-old equipment and see what it does for your disposition. Anyway, what do you folks need?
Okay, well, can we come to some arrangement on Grimm's poster?
Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering.
Well, Nell's no longer interested in the poster.
That's a surprise. Tossball being part of her business and all. Take the poster then. And if I never hear another word about it, it'll be too soon. Something else on your mind?
Nope. I'm out of here. Let's take this poster back to Grimm. And then we'll go talk to Braxton. Alright, he's around here somewhere. Is he over here? Yeah, he's right there. Hey, buddy. Grimm.
Have you had time to check on that poster yet? I keep wondering if it's come in.
Here it is.
Would you look at that? The Rizzo's logo is nice and bright, and you can still smell the ink on Mr. Holcomb's signature. I can't thank you enough. Still, you can have the bits I was going to spend at the bar this week. And you know what? Take my old tossball blocker, too. Never get the chance to use it these days.
Alright. Did a good deed. Helped out a schmuck. Alright, now. We've got a little tossball blocker thing there. Let's take a quick look. Radio Free Monarch. We're not doing that yet. Search for clues on Groundbreaker and Fallbrook. Let's see. Herrick's handiwork. Convince Caleb to return to work. We're probably going to do that. Let's go to Braxton's apartment, though. Let's do that for now. The secret people. Whatever the hell that is. Alright, so we're looking for the apartment building.
What was it like in Edgewater? I hear you workers were on the clock every available moment.
We always got 8 hours a day for sleeping. Just not always consecutive.
Wow.
My condolences. I appreciate consistent wages like any other sane person, but that still sounds awful. At least Sanjar gives his folks weekends.
Weekends?
Hand to the void. I used to drop by the bar in Stellar Bay to knock a few back with the folks who had Saturdays off.
Animal parts. Don't know what I'd have done with that much time. I was always behind schedule anyhow.
Knowing you, you'd sit and be alone with your thoughts.
Alright, well, let's talk to this guy. Laura? What you doing, Laura?
You startled me. Don't sneak up on a person like that, huh?
I wasn't sneaking. I'm looking for Braxton. You seen him?
Braxton. I've never even heard of a Braxton. Got nothing for you, sorry.
Relax. No one's in trouble. I'm just looking to have a friendly chat with him. Oh, you've been taking drugs.
No! Okay, maybe. Just a little. Braxton always has a good stash, and I just like to let loose a little. Stop thinking about the marauders and the raptidons outside, you know?
So, you do know Braxton. Where is he?
Oh, damn. He told me he was delivering to this house in the ruins south of town. Whole family had fallen sick, and he had some meds on hand. So, maybe look for him there?
Okay, that's all I needed.
I'll be straight with you. Folk who disappear in the wilderness generally aren't able to come back. Don't get your hopes up.
I wasn't really having hopes. You must understand this. Alright, so here's the thing. I want to see if there's anything else in this town to do. But it may be time to start looking for something to do outside of town. So, family matter. Okay, faction quest and bolt with his name. Alright. So we're just gonna we're gonna start picking quests to just get the quest done. So let's start with we're gonna go do the secret people. We gotta get out of town. So it's telling me to go this way, so we're gonna do that. And when we get out of town, we'll see where we're headed. Don't mind me, boys. I got business to do. All right. I haven't been giving my companions orders, so I gotta start doing that. Don't really remember how, because I don't think when you give your companions orders, I don't think you actually freeze time, which is, I don't really like not being able to freeze time if I'm gonna give my companions orders. At least slow it down some.
Join me for a second, will you?
What's up?
Hey, got a favor to ask you.
Sure, shoot.
Figure while we're out here in the wilderness anyhow, we might stop in on an old friend of mine. Preferably before we get to Hiram's. It's on the way, don't worry. You don't seem the type to run off and get yourself killed, and I could use the help.
You got it. Definitely. Thanks for the compliment, I think.
I'll be upfront with you. I hate asking for help. I hate it. Every time I give someone the opportunity to disappoint me, they seem to make it their most immediate goal. But this, what I'm thinking, it's dangerous.
All right, I'm honored you're asking, and I'm thrilled to accept. What can I do?
Really? Here I was steeling myself for inevitable rejection.
Oh, don't worry about
I used
that.
to run with a band of hunters. Friends. 6 of us. We were on Monarch when the corporations pulled out, and we helped a lot of people pick up the pieces. I haven't seen 2 of them in years, and the rest I know to be dead. I'd like to gather their effects and bury them all in the same places, like the family we once were.
Okay. What do you need to do?
First, we go to Hayes. I'd buried him a ways from our encampment. I need to pay my respects. I'll show you where he rests. He had a medallion in his effects. That's what I'll bring home to Barry.
And after that?
Then we find my 2 lost trackers and bring them home. A long time ago, we built an encampment in one of Monarch's cave systems. Trouble is, a Mantiqueen showed up and kicked us all out. If we can find Rebecca and Anders, they'll know how to lure her out. Then we kill the bitch and bury everyone's medallions together.
Okay. Sounds fun. Let's go.
Thanks, Cap.
You got it. All right, now, we're off over here somewhere. That's perfectly fine. But that's going to be a story for another day. I will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching.